If you want to survive in 2025, if you want to win, dominate, and live on your own terms, you need to completely destroy every lie you were told about money, because the way most people think about money is broken. They think money is something you earn by trading time. They think it's slow, they think it's rare, they think it's for the chosen few. That's why they stay broke. That's why they chase crumbs. That's why they waste decades of their lives slaving for pennies. They were programmed to believe money is the reward for obedience, but the truth, money is the reward for value, speed, courage, and clarity. Most people spend their lives working harder, not smarter. They clock in, clock out, beg for raises, wait for promotions, and call it a career. That's not a career. That's slavery with a fancy title. That's walking on a treadmill and expecting to reach a new destination. If you're still exchanging hours for dollars, you're one bad month away from collapse. A recession comes, you're done. You lose your job, you panic. Inflation rises, you're choking. That's not stability. That's delusion. You're being controlled by a system that uses your fear to keep you in place. To win this game, you need to rewire your entire perspective. You need to stop thinking like a worker and start thinking like an owner. Owners don't trade time for money. They create systems. They leverage people. They invest in assets that pay them while they sleep. They don't wait for paychecks. They build pipelines. They don't follow trends. They create them. That's the difference between people who have money and people who chase money. The rich don't chase, they attract. They pull it in like gravity because they've built something valuable enough to deserve it. Now let's get this straight. Money doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your background, your trauma, your struggles, your sob stories. It responds to one thing, value. What can you do? Who can you lead? What can you solve? That's the equation. And in 2025, the people who win will be those who solve problems faster than anyone else. Speed wins. Skill wins. Execution wins. While others hesitate, you strike. While others whine, you build. While others scroll, you study. While others talk, you take action. People always say, I'll start when I'm ready. You'll never be ready. Readiness is a myth. There is no perfect time, no ideal moment, no magic sign from the universe. The world doesn't reward the prepared. It rewards the brave. If you're waiting for confidence before you act, you'll be waiting forever. Confidence comes from action, from doing it scared. From taking hits, learning, adjusting, and coming back stronger. That's how money starts to notice you. It notices movement. It notices momentum. It notices obsession. In 2025, money is not slow anymore. It moves in milliseconds. Deals happen online. Fortunes are made overnight, and your reputation is being built whether you're awake or not. You're being watched. Everything you post, every move you make, every result you produce, it's all tracked. You have a brand whether you like it or not. You have influence whether you use it or not. The question is, are you using it to build income or just wasting time looking important? Because there's a huge difference between being busy and being productive. Most people are busy being broke. Let me break it down for you. You need 3 things to master money in 2025. Leverage, location, and loyalty to your mission. Leverage means using tools, teams, and technology to multiply your output. You don't do everything yourself. You build systems, you delegate, you use software, AI, content, marketing, all of it, to make your value scale. If you're still thinking in terms of hours worked, you're already 10 steps behind. The top 1% aren't hustling harder, they're leveraging smarter. Next is location. In the digital age, your location should be strategic. Are you in a place where your money grows or dies? Are you in an environment that taxes you to death, drains your energy, and keeps you small? If yes, you need to move. Physically, mentally, or financially. Because money flows to freedom, not frustration. If the system you're in punishes winners, leave it. If your circle mocks ambition, upgrade it. If your market is saturated, create your own niche. Don't just live. Dominate where you live. Lastly, loyalty, not to a boss, not to a brand, not to comfort. Loyalty to your mission. If your vision doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. You need to be willing to lose friends, skip parties, wake up early, go to bed late, and sacrifice comfort for greatness. You need to be addicted to progress, not addicted to dopamine, not addicted to distraction, addicted to leveling up. When you become loyal to your mission, money becomes loyal to you. People feel it, they follow it. They pay for it. People who think money is evil will never have it. That's a broke mindset. Money is a magnifier. If you're weak, it will expose your weakness. If you're strong, it will expand your influence. You want to help people, make money. You want to change your family's future, make money. You want to walk into a room and have everyone listen, make money. It's not about greed, it's about power. And power is what protects you in a world that punishes the weak. Most of you are trying to save your way to wealth. That's another lie. Saving won't save you. You don't need to save more. You need to earn more. You need to sell, serve, build, produce, and scale. You can't cut enough expenses to become rich. That's peasant thinking. You don't need to drink less coffee. You need to provide more value. You don't need to shrink your life. You need to expand your results. You don't become free by reducing. It's by increasing. Expansion is the game. Obsession is the edge. In 2025, the competition is global. You're not just competing with the guy in your city. You're competing with kids in India, coders in Europe, marketers in Africa, content creators in Asia. Everyone wants money. Everyone wants attention. Everyone is building. So the question is, what makes you different? Why should people pay you? Why should they listen? Why should they follow you instead of someone else? If you don't know, you've already lost. You need to stand out with your skills, your story, your results. That's the new resume results. Not degrees, not diplomas, not potential, results. You think it's hard. It's supposed to be hard. If it were easy, it wouldn't be worth it. But the truth is, it's not as hard as staying broke, waking up every day to a job you hate, checking your bank account before every purchase, telling your kids we can't afford it. That's hard. Struggling is hard. So pick your hard. You can suffer now and live like a king, or play now and serve like a peasant forever. You choose. If you want money, become valuable. Study the skills that pay, learn how to sell, master communication, build something people want, build a brand that builds trust, make content that captures attention, deliver results that no one else can. This is the formula. It's not luck. It's not magic. It's discipline, decision, and direction. Every day in 2025 is a new opportunity to outwork, outsmart, and outposition everyone around you. Every single day is a chance to write a new number on your income. But you have to think differently, move differently, operate like a savage, not a spectator. You can either live by design or default. Design means you know where every dollar is going. Default means you hope there's something left at the end of the month. Design means you've set goals, built systems, and track growth. Default means you repeat last year's failures in a new calendar. Most people are sleepwalking through life, following routines built by the system, living like cogs in a machine. But you're not a cog, you're the machine, you're the architect, you're the empire. In 2025, those who win will be the ones who stop making excuses and start taking responsibility. No one's coming to save you. No handouts, no shortcuts, just you, your mind, your grind. That's your weapon. And if you use it relentlessly, if you think like a winner, act like a producer, and move like a force of nature, then money won't just follow you, it'll chase you. Let's get one thing clear. If part 1 broke your beliefs, part 2 is about building the new ones. Now that you've thrown away the garbage you were fed about money, it's time to adopt the mindset of the top 1%. Because in 2025, thinking differently isn't a luxury, it's a requirement. If you want to rise, you must think like the elite, like a machine, like a predator in a world of prey. Your thoughts must be sharp, your goals must be calculated, and your actions must be ruthless. Because that's what money responds to. It doesn't care about your effort. It cares about precision, control, power. Money doesn't come to those who need it. It comes to those who command it. You command money by being undeniable. Not average, not just good enough. Undeniable. You have to become so skilled, so valuable, and so focused that the world has no choice but to pay attention. And pay you. You're not asking for success. You're not begging for wealth. You're taking it because you earned it in blood, sweat, and strategy. That's how it works. That's the truth no one teaches, and that's why most people stay poor. They're too soft. Too afraid to offend. Too busy pleasing everyone instead of dominating one lane. Let's talk about one of the biggest lies, that being rich is about luck. No, it's about decisions. Every dollar in your bank account is a result of the decisions you made, or didn't make. The job you chose, the skills you developed or ignored, the time you invested or wasted, the risks you took or avoided. You're not broke because of fate. You're broke because of comfort, because of hesitation, because of laziness. You know what to do, but you don't do it. You wait, you rationalize, you settle, and while you're waiting, someone else is building an empire out of chaos. The most powerful way to think about money in 2025 is to see it as a tool. Not a trophy, not an emotional crutch, not your identity. It's a weapon, a resource to amplify your power. Money buys time, money buys options, money buys speed. It gives you the ability to say no to the wrong people and yes to the right opportunities. It lets you control your environment, protect your family, move fast, invest in yourself, and expand your reach. If you don't have money, you're moving with weights on your ankles while your competition is sprinting in jetpacks. If you want more money, you need to kill every poor man's habit. Stop thinking small. Stop saving pennies and start building income streams. Stop asking, can I afford it? And start asking, how can I create it? Poor thinking always focuses on cost. Rich thinking focuses on value. Poor people cut back. Rich people level up. Poor people look at price tags, rich people look at returns. The only question that matters is this: if I put money into this, will it bring back more power, more skill, more reach? If the answer is yes, do it. If the answer is no, walk away. That's how winners think. In 2025, attention is currency. If people don't know you, they can't pay you. You need to dominate visibility. You need to become known for something powerful. Build a brand around your value, your story, your transformation. Be loud, be clear, be strategic. Every piece of content you make should increase your reach or increase your income. No more scrolling endlessly, consuming like a sheep. You're not a consumer. You're a creator. You're not watching others win. You're building the engine of your own victory. If you're not using the internet to make money, you're not just behind. You're irrelevant. The world moves fast now. We're not in the industrial age anymore. We're not even in the information age. We're in the attention age. Whoever controls attention controls money, and whoever can convert attention into results wins. Your face, your words, your offer, it all matters. In this game, silence is invisibility. Humility is poverty. Stop hiding your gifts. Stop being shy about your skills. The world doesn't reward humility. It rewards proof. Show your work, show your wins, show the receipts, and let the noise of your results speak louder than the silence of your potential. Money flows to momentum. If you're stuck, it's because your momentum is dead. You're not moving, you're overthinking. You're trapped in analysis and fear. You don't get paid for planning. You get paid for doing, for building, for executing. Ideas are worthless. Execution is everything. Don't tell me what you're going to do. Show me what you've already done. Show me the product, the brand, the funnel, the traffic, the sales, the impact. That's how real players move, fast, aggressive, and clear. Don't just chase money, chase mastery. When you master your craft, money can't ignore you. When you become the best at what you do, money lines up to work with you. Stop being mediocre. Stop settling for average. Be elite, be world. Class, get obsessed with excellence. That's how you separate yourself from 99% of people who want the result but won't pay the price. In 2025, mediocrity is death. No one pays average. People pay for transformation, for leadership, for results. Be the one who delivers what others can't. Be the one who shows up when others fold. Learn to love pressure. Pressure is a privilege. It means you're doing something that matters. Most people avoid pressure because they don't want the responsibility. They don't want to be the leader. They don't want to be the one everyone looks at. But if you want the rewards, you better be ready for the responsibility. You want the money, then be the one who solves the biggest problems. Be the one who owns the outcome. Be the one who carries the weight when no one else can. The man who carries weight is the man who gets paid. Too many of you are still emotional about money. You treat it like it's personal. You take rejection as failure. You take losses as defeat. That's weakness. Money isn't emotional. It's mathematical. You test, you adjust, you optimize. You lose, you learn, you relaunch. It's not about ego, it's about systems. Business doesn't care how you feel. The market doesn't care if you're tired. The customers don't care if you're insecure. Either you deliver or you don't. Either you're the best or you're invisible. That's how it works. So toughen up and get disciplined. If you're not investing, you're losing. Inflation is eating your money while you sleep. Your savings are dying in a bank account while the rich are flipping assets, earning yield, stacking crypto, building businesses, and buying back their time. You can't afford to be financially illiterate anymore. Learn how money moves, learn how to multiply it. Study the game. Stop treating money like a mystery and start treating it like a machine. Feed it, tune it, use it. This year, you need to create multiple flows. Not one job, not one client. Multiple flows of income. Think in streams. Think in scale. One skill, one brand, one audience. Can be monetized in 5 different ways. Coaching, courses, services, content, consulting, affiliate marketing, paid speaking, licensing. There is no limit if your mind is sharp and your drive is real. But if you think like an employee, you'll stay stuck in employee income. If you want millionaire income, start building value that's scalable. That's the secret. Build once, sell forever. Your circle matters. If the people around you aren't pushing you, they're pulling you down. If you're the smartest, strongest, most ambitious person in your group, you're in the wrong group. You need to surround yourself with savages. People who think big, move fast, and expect excellence. Proximity is power. Who you listen to determines what you believe. What you believe determines what you build. Choose your influences like your life depends on it. Because it does, no one's going to hand it to you. No one's going to knock on your door and offer you a better life. You have to demand it, build it. Fight for it every single day. You need to wake up with war in your eyes and fire in your soul. You're not just working. You're conquering. You're not just earning. You're evolving. You're not just surviving. You're winning. And the only way to win is to kill every weakness, every excuse, and every old mindset that told you money was for someone else. If you want to win this year, decide. Decide you're done being average. Decide you're done being broke. Decide that your future matters more than your comfort, and then prove it. Not with words, not with vision boards, with action. Ruthless, consistent, aggressive action. Every day, no breaks, no excuses, because in 2025, the world belongs to those who don't wait. The ones who take, who build, who dominate. If you want money, become that person. The kind of person no one can ignore. The kind of person who walks into a room and everyone feels it. That's what money respects. That's who it follows. So now you know. The most powerful way to think about money in 2025 isn't about wishing, hoping, or playing it safe. It's about dominating. It's about rewiring your brain to see money as a weapon, a tool, and a result of who you've become. You want more, then become more. The weak will keep watching. The average will keep doubting. But the relentless, they'll rise, because the truth is simple. Money doesn't chase the lazy, the slow, or the indecisive. It chases the bold, the focused, the obsessed. This is your warning and your weapon. Either you take control of your financial future or someone else will. And in this world, the one who hesitates is already dead. Move fast, think big, act like your future depends on it, because it does. Now go out there and become impossible to ignore.